Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well. So, today we are going to give you a quick tour of our small backyard. So, right on the gate, we have the small pergola, and on it, I have planted a scarlet runner beans, which is doing fabulous all the way to the top right there. Under it I have this tomato. It's called jelly bean tomato, and look how tiny they are, and there's so much in there. So now in this small pathway I have the container here. I just harvested an onions few days ago, and now I have planted zucchini seeds on it. So maybe in 3 days I'll have some result. Alright, on this side we have some tomatoes growing in here, and this is a beefsteak tomatoes. Look, there's so many in there. And then under it we have the Swiss chard, and then we have the onion chives, another tomato beside it, and then I have this stralis. I planted a beans in here, and they are very prolific. There's so much beans in there. And now below it we have the hot pepper. This is a Santaka pepper. And then Swiss chard, another pepper over here, lacinato kale, and now so over this side we have the indeterminate tomatoes. This tomato right here, this is the pear-shaped tomatoes, and this one is a sweet melon tomato, and this is the chocolate tomato. So now below it I have planted onion chives, Swiss chard. There's 3 different type of Swiss chard in here, and a young clematis. I am expecting this clematis to climb on this white trellis. So now going towards the garden, we have the hostas right here, and it has a huge leaves. Oh, there's something going on right there. I saw some insects right there. And we have the Shasta daisy, which is gorgeous. Now in this trellis I have the clematis. In here I have the blueberries, which is done already. It's done fruiting. And below it I have planted a strawberries, which we harvest so many times already. In here we have the raspberries. It was loaded of fruits and we keep harvesting it, and there's still more in there. Now at the back we have the spruce and the beautiful hydrangeas. Now in here we have the liatris or gay feather, and or they called it a shooting star. Now there's a corn at the back right there. Now over here I have a couple of containers that I have planted a squash. So this is the first time that I'm growing this variety of squash, and look, nice squash over here. And this one here is a zucchini. There's nothing on it yet, there's no fruit, but hopefully soon. And we have this arbor in here. And this arbor I have planted beans, and it's going to occupy the arbor all the way to the top. And I did repeat the same thing on the other side. So beside the beans I have a beefsteak tomato as well on it. Look at that. And there is a sweet melon tomato behind it, and the whole back of the fence I have planted a hydrangea, which is so pretty, all the way there at the back. Now in this box I have planted a pepper, but something is going on in here because the leaves has a lot of holes and I'm not sure what's eating it. This snapdragon right here, it just grow by itself, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Now this is just the chair that we relaxed during the afternoon, or sometimes if I have my day off, just sit right here and just relax and just chilled out. Now over here we have more hydrangeas. The shooting star or liatris or gay feather, and the blue spruce. Then we have this water here, water fountain that brings a lot of birds, and it has a beautiful sound. Now in this container right here I have planted zucchini, but the squash bug has demolished it, so I have to start from the beginning again. So I just planted seeds 3 days ago, and now I think it is coming out right there. And in this other container I have planted peppers. So look at these huge peppers right here. Now beside it is another container that I have planted zucchini as well. This is not doing well, so I decided to plant a backup right there. So that's another zucchini in case something happened to this one, because look at the stems, it cracked. So we'll see what happened to that. So beside the water fountain we have the black eye Susan, and on this white trellis we have the clematis. I am expecting for the clematis to cover the white trellis pretty soon. And we have the Shasta daisy. which is blooming so beautifully. And we have the hostas. And in here we have the snapdragon that I have planted in a container as well. Another pepper in a container. Look at that. It has a lot of fruits in there. And another container as well of peppers. So right here is a blueberry that we keep harvesting, and it's almost finished. Under the blueberry I have planted the strawberry as well, just to use the space. And yeah, there's some fruits right there. We have harvested the strawberries for so many times and they keep producing. So now in this side I have another container with tomato on it. This is the jelly bean tomato. And over here another container of tomatoes. Look at that. I think this is a big beef tomato, and it's doing well. Now, over here in this container, I have a very healthy Malabar spinach. Look at the shape and how big is the leaves is. But I have a problem. Something is eating the leaves. Look at all the holes. So I'm just not sure what kind of insects is eating these leaves. I am going to look at it later and see what I can do with it. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow, I'm not sure if you can see that clearly, but it's loaded of fruits. Wow. So now, see, I'm just gonna give you the overview of that side. So now this side we have the strawberry plants from there all the way there, and it has produced so much fruits already. On the top it's still a strawberry bed with onion chives, and on this corner right here I have this mini garden that we have. In here, this is a volunteer plants. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it is a squash. Yep, maybe a type of squash, but yep, I did not plant this one. I think it is from my compost, and so I'm just gonna let it grow in there. Then over here in this container I just started the seeds. This is a water spinach right here, and it's taking off. So in this trellis I have 5 types of indeterminate tomatoes that is going to grow all the way to the top of this trellis. I think I have a chocolate tomatoes, pear-shaped tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, sweet melon tomatoes, and pear-shaped tomatoes in this trellis. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 indeterminate tomatoes, and it's loaded and loaded of fruits right now. I have planted a beefsteak tomato in here, but guess what it come out. So this is not a beefsteak. I'm not sure what variety is this now. But my seeds is a beefsteak. So I don't know what happened. But I'm excited to try this tomato. So now the trellis on this side is starting to fill up. I have a this is a pickling cucumber. Now it's gonna start to climb all the way to the top, and we have the bitter melon right here. It's going all the way to the top now, and there's so many blossoms on it. See, there's some fruits already here. Beautiful. And now this is a market mart cucumber. There's tons of fruits. Look at this. So many. Look at that. Oops, there's another bitter melon right here. Now over here we have the flat beans. You see, if you know, I forgot to harvest it last time, and look how huge is the beans are. This beans is producing so much. We harvested it a lot already. I preferred it when it's this size. There you go, all the way to the top. We're gonna harvest it later. And this box over here, we have the beets, and it's growing well. Now we have the herbs corner in this container. We have the basil, the curl parsley. This is the Italian parsley, and coriander, and we have the thyme and the garlic chives. Now we have placed the sink right here so that we can wash the vegetables and the fruits before bringing it inside the house. So now let's walk back. So in this container, oh, there's one carrot right here. This one I did not plant this, it just grew by itself. And this dill right here. In here we have the bok choy in container. I let it go to seeds so that I can harvest the seeds for the next season. Now on this side we have the celery. And yesterday I just cut all the chives in here. I'll grow back again. It's just going crazy, so I just decided to chop it off. There's some onions right there, green onions, and beans. The beans is not doing well, but it's still producing, so I'm just gonna leave it and see what happened to it, because there's so many blossoms on it. And over here there's another container that I have planted a tomato as well, and it's loaded with fruits too, so we'll see. So right in this beside the shed we have the clematis. I like the color of it. It's very deep blue. And just the many sheds that we have right here. And this is the overview of the small backyard in this corner. Now we have the deck over there. There's some pots and flowers that I have in there that I planted from seeds as well. And I think that's all for now. Oh, I forgot to show you this container in here. This container in here, I use it to collect rainwater. It's better to water your plants with the rainwater compared to the water the regular water. It has a chlorine on it, and sometimes it's not, other plants are not doing well with the chlorinated water. Anyway, so that's all for today. I hope you enjoy this small backyard garden, and I'll see you on my next video.